What's up, it's John, and in 2020 I decided to organize my iPhone because it was a mess. I don't know about you, but I have a lot of applications all over my phone with random folders that I don't even remember creating and just a ton of pages that I don't like scrolling through. So what I decided to do was get all of my most used applications and put them all in one page. And I found those applications by going into my settings, going to screen time, and it tells you how often and how long you use each and every single application on your iOS device, which was super helpful. And to my surprise, I really only use the same 10 applications every day, and the rest I use like once a week. So what I decided to do with all of the other applications that I barely use is put them into folders on that same page. So now everything on my iPhone is on one page and it looks good. I decided to go with a clean, minimal look. I used a gray wallpaper that actually hides your dock, which looks so nice. Some hidden icons to center the applications to the middle of the iPhone, as well as some replacement icons that look really nice. So I know what you're thinking. This is probably gonna take way too long. It's not worth the time, but I bet you didn't know that you can move multiple applications at once on your home screen, which makes this whole process much faster. Trust me, you're gonna feel a lot better when you do this, and using your iPhone is gonna be much easier when you're done. So if you're ready to learn how to do this, please hit that like button and let's begin. Alright, quickly before we begin, I just wanted to clarify that if you are not on iOS 13, the home screen wallpaper will not hide your dock. Unfortunately, that only works on iOS 13, but if you're on iOS 12 or below, you can still follow this tutorial and get the setup minus the hidden dock. Anyways, to begin, open Safari and type in the URL OPERATIONiDROID.com/minimal setup, which I also have linked in the description below. From here, you will see the lock screen, which you can tap and hold on and then select Add to Photos to save to your photos. Once you've done that, you can scroll down and tap on Minimal Home Screen, which will take you to the mysterious iPhone wallpaper website, which actually hosts a ton of other wallpapers that'll also hide your dock. So maybe you're not feeling the all black one, or you like one of the other ones better, then feel free to use one of those. But for this setup, I think that the almost all black version looks really good with this dark minimal setup. So go ahead and select almost all black, scroll down and then tap on the first little image that you see of the wallpaper, and then it'll take you to another web page which will have the wallpaper, which you can tap and hold on and then select Add to Photos to save to your Photos application. From here, we can head home and go into our Photos application so that we can set our home screen and lock screen. So go ahead and go into your Photos, select the lock screen, and then hit the share button at the bottom left, and then scroll down until you see Use as Wallpaper. Once you select that, I like to turn off the perspective zoom by tapping on the little button in the middle and then zooming out all the way so that it looks nice and centered. Once you've done that, you can select the Set button and then Set to Lock Screen. Now we're going to move on to the home screen, and for this one you don't want to change any settings. Just hit the share button, select Use as Wallpaper, and then don't touch anything except Set at the bottom right, and then select Set Home Screen. Now we can head home and you'll see that your dock has now disappeared, but it only disappears if you're in dark mode. That's why you need to be on iOS 13. So you can go into your control center and set your iOS device into dark mode, which matches super well with this whole setup because it is a dark minimal theme, and you can hide the dock like that. If you're in dark mode and your dock still isn't hidden, then what you can do is go into Settings, Wallpaper, and make sure that Dark Appearance Dims Wallpaper is off, as well as go into Settings, Accessibility, Display Text Size, and turn off Reduce Transparency. So the next thing we're going to do is tap and hold on an icon to go into wiggle mode by selecting Edit Home Screen, then scroll all the way to the right to a blank page and take a screenshot. If you don't know how to take a screenshot, then I'll leave some information in the description below so that you can learn how to do that. Next, we can head into Safari and close the mysterious iPhone wallpaper page and go back to my website and select on blank icons. Once you've done that, you can scroll down and you'll see a blue upload button. go ahead and tap on that upload button, and then it'll reload the next page where you can select choose file, and then at the bottom select photo library, go to your all photos, and then your most recent photo will be that screenshot that we just took. So tap on it and then hit done at the top, and then select send, and it'll load your home screen onto this website where we can create the empty icons for our home screen. So what you want to do is tap on the first icon at the top of your home screen, then hit the share button at the bottom, scroll down and select add to home screen, then hit add at the top. And this will create a blank icon which you won't be able to see. It'll go to the first available empty icon. If you go into wiggle mode, you'll be able to see the blank icon, and then you can move it to your first page at the top. And then you want to repeat this process 3 times so that you can get 3 blank icons to add to your first row of icons to create that separation between the top of your iPhone to your first row of apps, which really makes this setup look nice and clean. Now that we've done that, the next thing that we're going to do is learn what our most used applications are. You probably have an idea of what those apps are since you use them every day, but to check, we can go into settings, scroll down to screen time, and then select see all activity, and this will tell you how often and which apps you use most, which were going to be the apps that we'll put on our main screen so that we can have access to them quicker. And let me know in the comment section down below what your average screen time a day is. I've heard that some people have up to 6 hours of screen time a day, so I'd love to know what your screen time is. Anyways, once you know what your most used applications are, we're going to head back home and organize our iOS device. So the first thing that I'm going to teach you how to do is how to move multiple icons at once, because this is going to make your life a lot easier when organizing all of the applications. So what you want to do is head into wiggle mode, grab one icon, and then what you want to do is with another finger tap each additional icon that you want to move alongside of the first icon that you started moving. And just like that, you can move multiple applications at once, which is going to make this process a lot easier. Next, you want to have 3 icons on your dock. These will probably be your most used icons. For me, I kept all my communication icons at the bottom, which are my phone, the messages app, and as well as WhatsApp that I'll be adding later. Next, what you want to do is your top 3 rows on the main page, which is a total of 12 applications, should be your most used apps. As you saw for me, they were social media applications like Twitter, YouTube, Safari, Instagram. So I'm going to make sure that I have those at the top and then move every other application that is not in the first 3 rows of my first page out of the way so that we can make way for our folders, which is actually what we're going to do next. If you already have some organized folders on your iOS device, and that's awesome, good for you. You don't have to make new folders, and you can just add those under the first 12 applications that we have here, and you'll be done. But for me, my iPhone was a mess, so I'm gonna have to make some new folders. So what I did is that I organized my folders into games. I made another folder for entertainment, like streaming services and things like that. Then I made another folder for all of the Apple applications, because there's a ton of Apple applications that I have that I use like once a month, but I don't want to delete. But feel free to delete applications if you want to, or feel free to just make your folders have whatever you want. They don't have to be exactly the same as mine. As long as you have 4 folders on your first page, it'll make this setup look nice. And in my last folder, I added all of the other miscellaneous icons that I barely use. So the process of organizing your phone is going to vary from person to person. If you want it to be very organized with folders and whatnot, it's probably going to take you a pretty long time. But if you want to just throw all of your different applications into 4 different folders, then you're more than welcome to do that to speed up this process. Once you're done and you have your 4 folders on your home screen, you should now only have 1 page, just as I do. And the next thing that we're going to do is name our folders. To be honest, I don't think that they look nice with text, so you can either add an emoji, which looks good but is not my favorite option, and I don't know why I always have trouble finding emojis. I can't be the only one that thinks it's impossible to find emojis sometimes, or they just disappear. But you can also add blank text to make your folders have no text at all, which is super dope. When icons don't have text, they look so nice on iPhone. So go back to Safari and then select the blank text and then it'll take you to this website here where you can hit the blue select button, then hit the copy button, head home, and then go back to editing your applications inside a folder, and you'll be able to rename it, and then select paste, and it'll paste the name into your folder. And you can do that for all of your other folders to get no icon labels on your folders, which looks so nice in my opinion. And when you lock your iOS device in combination with the lock screen, this setup looks so nice and is super easy and efficient to use if you're trying to be productive. However, if you want to take this setup to the next step, you can get some dummy icons that look super nice by heading back into Safari and tapping on icon theme, which will take you to this iSkin website here where you can scroll down and select application icons. And then from here, what you want to do is just tap on each icon that is available and then hit the little X next to its name so that it doesn't have a name under it, so that it doesn't have any icon labels. Like I mentioned, when you don't have icon labels under your apps, they look so nice. Now, once you've done that, you can select the green generate theme button, and that will load up all of these icons onto your iOS device. So just be patient and it'll give you a pop-up to install a profile. So go ahead and click on the allow button. Now we can head home and go back into our settings. From here, select general. Then you can scroll down and find profiles, tap on that, and then you'll see the gradient profile. Go ahead and hit install at the top right, enter your passcode, and then hit install at the top right again. Hit install one last time and it will install the icons onto your iOS device. If you ever want to delete the icons, all you have to do is go back into settings, general profiles, select the gradient theme, and remove the profile. So as you can see, we now have all of these nice icons on our iOS device, but obviously we're going to need the hidden icons to push them all down one row. So I'm just going to take the hidden icons that I have on my other page and bring them to this one, but you can make new hidden icons if you want to have hidden icons on both pages. So now I'm also going to change my dock to have the new dummy icons, as well as I'm going to delete one dummy icon so that I have a full row of 4 icons on my home screen. Now the thing with these dummy icons is that they are dummy icons. They don't lead anywhere. They just look good. If you tap on them, they will not take you to the application that it's supposed to most of the time. And if it does, it's going to take like a second before it actually takes you to the application, which isn't productive at all. And the whole point of this setup is to be minimal and productive. So these dummy icons are kind of counterproductive, but they look good. So it's up to you if you want to have one page with the dummy icons and one page with your productive setup. It's up to you, but personally, I don't like the dummy icons that much. Although they look good, I'd rather have my iOS device without them. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the profile, and I'll be back to having one page with all of my most used applications on one page and everything else in folders. As you can see, when you lock your iOS device, the setup looks so nice. I can't get over how good they look together. I hope you guys like them as well. And instead of going into your folders to find any application that you might need inside of the folder, what I like to do is just search for the application by pulling down from the top to the bottom of the screen and then just searching for the application you're looking for. This is a lot faster than going into a folder, and in my opinion is much easier. And there you go. Hopefully you now have a very clean and minimal iPhone that looks good and you can use efficiently every single day. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button as it helps out the video tremendously and I really appreciate it, as well as share this video with a friend. I know you know at least one person that has a super messy iPhone. We all know them. Send this video to them so they can get organized in 2020 and be able to use their iPhone to the best of its ability. If you are new to the channel, this is your first video, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend that you subscribe. Click that notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a video, because I upload awesome tutorials like this one every week. My goal in 2020 is to upload every single week, and let's hope that I can do it. So I guess I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, goodbye.